The following presentation is for mature audiences only.
Who are you?
He's a fine man.
All hell is broken loose.
He's a great broadcaster.
He's a very powerful guy. Absolutely brilliant.
Feared by men, adored by women.
He's a smart boy.
It's patriotic.
It's no big deal.
It's the end of the world. I might as well tell you now. He's a monkey.
And how you doing, rockers and cockers? Welcome in to another edition of The Wild Side with Eric Clark. I am your host, Eric Clark, saying thank you for taking time out of your busy day, solving all the world's problems, to give my video a watch and a listen. Make sure you are subscribed to the YouTube channel, hit the notification button, smash the like button, and of course, when you're done watching the video with me, get down in that comment section. Let me know your thoughts about the band, the song, all that, my reaction, and of course, if not anything else, throw me some horns down in the comment section. Get that YouTube algorithm going. And of course, make sure you're following on any and all the social media we have linked down below. If you'd like for me to react to a band song or a video, the best place to get me that suggestion is over at the Discord server. It is your one-stop shop for all things Wyldeside. Just go to the left-hand side, YouTube reaction requests. Please read the pinned message. Drop a link, a brief description. I will get to it when I can. Today's Discord suggestion comes from Mikudayo, one of our regulars here on the Wyldeside, and they're back with BAND-MAID. It's a new track, and I believe it's the theme song for ZEN, which is an anime. I don't know anything about that, so get down in the comment section, fill me in with everything I need to know about BAND-MAID. The track is called ZEN. Let's check it out here on the Wyldeside. By the way, I'm going to start this over. I do have the subtitles on. Okay, I do have them on, so you know. Little heads up.
I am drawing your lies into the void. Nobody knows about your future.暗闇に染まった滅びなストーリー
All right, there you go. That is BAND-MAID with ZEN. And again, that is for the anime Zenshu opening theme. Again, I don't know anything about anime, so make sure you get down in there. Let me know everything you know about the band, the song, what it's for, all that. You're helping me climb my mountains. You are my Sherpas on this new music. That's why we get Concurpas. So let me know down in the comments your thoughts as well. I love the evolution of this band. I really, really do. Because this is a great, clean example of the sound that I've kind of been in the South. I'm sorry, I'm going to use this. In the South, we have this expression called hair in the biscuit. And it's this, there's something there and you can't clear it. See where I'm going with that? And that's what I've always felt listening to BAND-MAID. There was something there. Well, here in this track, it coalesced for me. Finally, it just really came to a point where I said, that's it. It's the next evolution, the next iteration of the post nu metal punk pop. And here's what I mean by that. Fall Out Boy, Sum 41, Blink 182. Hey, buddy. Blink 182. And honestly, there was a couple of parts in this track that brought me back to Animal Kingdom with no doubt. Not the ska part, but there were parts of it that really brought me back to that No Doubt vibe. And I think that the reason it does is because of the bounce that's created between Misa and Akane and the way that the drum and the bass, again, should be studied, how Misa plays this bass. It is an incredible bounce that she gives with the drums that harmonize on that foundational level that create that really nice, clean pop sound, but it's still heavier, right? So it's a heavier pop sound, and that's what was indicative of those bands that I mentioned is, it's kind of punk pop, but there's a depth to it. There's a heft to it, a thickness, a richness to the texture and tone that give it a different level, a different energy. Right? So it's creating this really cool, positive vibe energy that I really love from this band. And I'm going to say this about Psyche's vocals, and I wrote great developing vocals. I love how she switches. I love how she does that. She's so confident in that switching ability that there's nothing off. Sometimes if you do that, it could sound off if you don't know how and when to make that transition within the song between her singing in English and her singing in her native tongue. And the fact that she has developed her English so well so that she's able to transition, even though you kind of know why she's making the transition, because maybe there's some translation where the vocals flow better in Japanese than they would in English when translating those lyrics. And the fact that they're taking that time to create those transitions in the song so that everything flows and there's no stutter, there's no sharp edges between those transitions. I really love that development of her vocals. But again, you're talking about the next evolution of post-nu metal pop punk. And it's fantastic the way this band flows together. I think they're 12 years on now. So after 12 years, dude, they are naturally in that pocket. So when they put together these layers, they know exactly how much the measurements to use, when to make those transitions. Psyche's vocals going from English to Japanese back into English are so seamless, and she wouldn't do this in a recording if she couldn't do that live. So you know that she's able to do that when she needs to. And I have to give mad respect to someone who takes the time to understand what they're doing vocally and still be able to craft the lyrical narrative through the track and the harmonies and the strength and the domination of the vocal, because this isn't a light flitting vocal here. Psyche's vocals are very, rich and textured in their domination of the track. And when her vocals are harmonizing with the rhythm in the lead guitar, it really creates this special light, life-giving element when placed on top of the bass and drum foundation, create this really cool, frenetic, controlled chaos bounce that I really love. I mean, that's the one thing I love about pop-punk music is it always has this. You can hear the angst and you can feel the angst, but there's no melancholy in it, right? There's an empowerment to what they're doing. And I love how they're evolving, and I love how they have established their place in that pantheon of modern sound. So you can step back and say, okay, this is now your bar. This is now the barometer. This is part of the barometer for this style, for this tone, for this genre. BAND-MAID has now climbed to the top of that, and they haven't done it pandering. They haven't done it being campy and formulaic. They go out there and rock. And again, the bass line and the drums of this track, if you could isolate them, I've said it before about this band, how it's reminiscent of The Who, and how John Entwistle and Keith Moon were kind of like in their own little world. They were a separate beast that just happened to flow with Pete and Roger. I feel the same thing here, where you got the drum and bass just really building this perfect foundation, and they're in it. They're in the groove. They're not coming out of it, and the band is playing double dutch with them. You know, the two rope jump rope game. That's what the band is doing, and they do it perfectly. So thank you very much, Miku Dayo, for that suggestion. Again, I'm blown away by not just the evolution of the band themselves, but I really am impressed with the development of Psyche's vocals. And don't tell her this, but I'll give her my PIN number. I mean, that's just it's not hard to say that I've got like a little crush on her. That's totally cool, but it has a lot to do with the beauty and the sheer grace and elegance that she exudes, even through that angst and even through that fast-paced bounce. There is still a gracefulness to her vocals that I just find so appealing. It reminds me of like Mazzy Star, Natalie Merchant, Pat Benatar, these wonderful Linda Ronstadt, these beautiful vocals that just drip this innocence, yet they command force. And I'm just super impressed by that. So thank you, Miku Dayo, for that suggestion. BAND-MAID ZEN. If you, like Miku Dayo, have a suggestion, get over to the Discord server. Left-hand side, YouTube reaction requests. Read the pinned message. Drop a link, a brief description. I'll get to it when I can. Make sure you like the video. Hit the subscribe button, for all that. And for the engagement algorithm, get down in that comment section. Let me know your thoughts about the band and the song. And if not anything else, drop me some horns down in the comments. That way YouTube will promote my channel, and I'll get up over 25,000 subscribers is what I'm going for. So again, thank you very much for taking time out of your busy day to join me on the east side of Nashville. Make sure you're looking out for each other. Make sure you're looking out for your neighbor. Try to do at least one good thing a day. I am Eric Clark. You are the best darn subscribers in the world, and this is the Wild Side.